Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it promises to be very, very rewarding panel, and I believe that you will have really very informative around this. But the key messages for me to give is, number one, that there is global consensus with respect to climate change and what has to be done. And that consensus is that something must be done by everyone with respect to decarbonization. The second point I'll be giving will be the fact that energy transition and the Africa perspective is all about balancing the very severe energy poverty in Nigeria and in Africa with the provision of the right energy mix that will provide the solution. Just to contextualize this, in Africa today, we have the largest population of people who are in darkness. Therefore, it is going to be a paradox of sort if we focus on just reducing carbon emission and then jettisoning all of the operations that we have. From the SEPLAT perspective, in providing these solutions, we're focusing on a number of things. And number one among these is to change the way we do business. We have identified gas as the real transition fuel, and for that reason, SEPLAT today delivers 30% of gas to power in Nigeria. We're very aligned with the federal government's initiative in relation to that very fact. And we can only see this increasing. Today, we're delivering we have installed capacity of over 500 million square feet a day of gas, and with the annual gas project coming on stream next year, we're going to be seeing that increasing to between 40 and 50%. Also, as a company, one of the things we have decided to do is not only are we committed to changing the way we do our business, but we have decided to flare out gas in all of our areas of operation 6 years ahead of government target. We're hoping that we are determined to make sure that the over 2.8 million metric tons of carbon and other emissions that we produce in our area of operation, we are going to flare this out through removing gas flares by 2024. This is 6 years ahead of time. Another thing we're doing while we are making sure that we increase our ESG scores is the fact that we are focusing on making sure that the environment is protected, especially when it comes to our Scope 1 and Scope 2 renewable initiative. We're going to be seeing all of this highlighted when the CEO speaks. Another thing we're doing, because we are strong believers that removing the already emitted carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases from the atmosphere is key. So SEPLAT will be launching from first quarter of next year our tree planting initiative in Nigeria. I'm saying this because it is very clear that carbon sequestration and planting of trees will indeed remove more carbon dioxide that is being produced. Therefore, you'll be seeing what we call the Tree for Life initiative by SEPLAT. Come first quarter next year. This will be driving youth unemployment. This will be driving checking the visa encroachment and what have you. Another very strong initiative we have taken is to make sure that SEPLAT identifies with LPG penetration in Nigerian homes. Recently, the Nigerian government and the Honorable Minister of Petroleum announced the decade of gas. And what we have decided to do in SEPLAT is to encourage the penetration of LPG into the Nigerian homes. Oftentimes, people do not realize this, but 80% of energy consumption in Nigeria is indeed in the various domestic households. And to be able to see the level of destruction of our forests and the level of carbon emission in homes, it is important for us to save the forest. Today, every Nigerian household depends on firewood and charcoal to provide cooking energy, which indeed represents a lot more energy than we do in land. So our plan is to replace and displace all of the wood that is used in the household with LPG, which is a cleaner form of energy not only will this save the environment, but it does have very strong social impact, especially when you take away the fumes that is being inhaled by people in various homes that bring real health hazards. Another thing we are committed to doing is to make sure that in Nigeria, that over 500 kilograms per day of gas will be delivered in the LPG system. And also, we're going to make sure that we contribute to the CNG, the LPG, and the rest of it. Now, you will agree with me that if you are working in a country like Nigeria, where the total installed capacity of power generation for the grid is as high as 12,000 megawatts, but the real quantity of power through the grid power that is delivered to respective destinations is between 3,000 and 4,000 megawatts. You can see that very wide gap. What we have also seen is Nigeria with per capita consumption of power from grid at 150 kilowatt hour per capita, which is well below the global average of 2,500. Then what we have determined to do is to displace the diesel generation of power, which indeed contributes off-grid power to as high as 25,000 megawatts. And in doing this, if we replace all of this with gas to power, even in the off-grid and mini-grid, we will be attacking and leapfrogging supply of sustainable power in our environment. This is one of the things that SEPLAT is committed to doing, and in doing this, we'll be seeing ourselves capturing a very wide value chain from our fence to the final destination.